Dude, what are these for? You go to some parks and take shots with big lenses?
Yeah, I want to take photos of cyclists not doing social distancing.
2 meters, mate. Yeah.
Good morning, welcome to today's video. London with Dan, round 2. I'm not good with titles at the moment. We're in town with some big lenses, so I want to do a hyperlapse.
In this very svelte looking backpack, full tripod, and it fits this beast as well.
Your tripod's better than mine.
Dude, game changer. And it's pretty aero as well, unlike my other backpack.
Yeah, which is a priority. So just on whatever bridge this is called, we can't work it out. Beautiful shot of MI5 and all of those buildings. First thing he says when we get on the bridge, should have brought your drone. That is MI5.
No, it's not.
Where's MI5?
MI5's further down.
Oh, so the drone's fine. It is MI5.
That is MI5. It's so secretive, you can't even see it. It's got smaller, all the stuff around it, it's kind of wild.
Didn't you watch that documentary where Judi Dench was standing there and then she watched it blow up?
They built it pretty quickly.
Yeah. Bored now. He's been taking a time lapse of a flag for the last half hour. Right, location number 2. This reminds me of working for Jam Cycling, where we used to just ride around London and take loads of shots. It's good memories and pretty much my ideal day. Bit of riding, bit of photography, bit of video stuff. Don't know if we're allowed to ride on this bridge. Luckily there's no one around because we're in lockdown. Light's beautiful today. It won't last forever, so we've got to make the most of it. We've picked like the worst day to come to London and do this. Not cloud in the sky. So there's barely any movement in any of our shots. And then there's barely any people because of lockdown. That has positives and negatives because you haven't got people walking in your shot all the time, but doesn't make the road look very interesting though, does it? Pigeons. Right, I don't know how this is going to come out. To do a hyperlapse, you basically got to walk in a straight line and take 1 million photographs, aiming at the same thing and walking in as straight of a line as possible and using your head as a leveler. It's basically like a moving series of photos, a moving time lapse.
Complicated.
It's not complicated, it's easy.
You're going to hold the camera like that and just take a step at a time? Or are you going to put it on a tripod?
No, I'm going to look through the viewfinder.
Oh, right, okay.
It might be shit. Well, there you go. I hope that came out all right. That was the most boring 20 minutes of my life. Yeah, I'm literally there, take a photo, step forwards, take another photo, step forwards. And now I'm here, underneath the building.
It was amazing to watch. I had a great time. Let's do that one more time.
Onwards. Next location, hopefully somewhere in the shade, because I just stood in the sun with a big shiny building in front of me for the last half hour. The things we do for this vlog. People climb this building illegally. This is like the Tate down by the river, and because there's little foot and hand holds, well they're not foot and hand holds, but people can actually climb up it, so I'm guessing proper climbers do it, not just people. Quite big. Last time I did this with you, Dan, we went to Whole Foods and I promised myself I'd never go to Whole Foods again because it's cost me £7 for a sandwich and a drink. And what have we done?
Whole Foods.
And now I'm giving them free advertising. On the stims, get me home. I think this is the nicest drink I've ever tasted.
Yeah.
I think you're on camera. This is where we say goodbye.
2 meters. Always.
2 meters. Your video went up, didn't it? Anyone who didn't subscribe, even though we told you to, just go and check out Dan's video.
I think it's alright. For my first video, I think it's pretty decent. Not as good as Francis's, but I think it's a good effort and there's definitely something in there which you're going to enjoy.
I like how well lit you were in your house. Cheers, buddy. I've come to use your air conditioning. Don't go outside.
I've been outside.
So it's like...
It's filled with idiots on bicycles. Do you want to see what 10 grand looks like?
There you go.
It's the most boring 10 grand I've ever seen.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah. Couple of things before I end today's... There's so much stuff on my desk. Couple of things before I end today's video. One, the man who makes this GoPro bitey mouth mount has sent me some more of his mounts. Because he does a range of them. 360 quick connect, blah blah blah. So it's like a bunch of custom mounts you can fit to existing mounts and then give it more movement. I'm going to have a proper look at this and as usual, comprehensive review. All of the GoPro footage in today's video was again using that bike mount. I'm still blown away by it, so we're very excited to try out these ones as well. Last thing in today's video is something I'm quite excited about. I have released my LUTs. Now, not everyone's going to know what LUTs are. Basically, the filter that I put on these videos for these vlogs and freelance projects as well. These are the files that I've been editing for a long time to try and create a certain look. Basically, it stands for lookup table, LUT, and it tells pixels of one color to change to a different color. I wanted to refine it and get it to a certain point where I was happy and then release it for sale at some point. Instead of putting it up for sale, I'm gonna give it to everybody who supports me on Patreon instead. So it means I don't have to host it on a separate website, and I'm gonna make it available to all of my tiers. So even the $4 one. So if you wanna buy the LUTs, you can just support me on Patreon for a month and then cancel it afterwards if you want to. You'll still be able to download the files during that month-long period. I've included versions for log profiles, so this kind of camera where I'm shooting a really, really flat profile. And I've put in a version for GoPros as well. So if you're shooting with a GoPro, all you have to do is fiddle with the settings, make sure it's on flat, then you can put this LUT on top of it in your editing software and it will give it exactly the same look as I'm using. These are literally ripped from my editing software today. So if you like the look of today's video, that's what you're going to be getting. It's been a long time coming and I'm really happy to release it and excited to see what you think of it. So thank you as always for watching. Please subscribe, please leave a comment down below and I'll see you guys soon.